diary. I'm finally Kimura's resident hunter. All my training has paid off, and after a short shopping trip with Hinoue, I made my certification official. Dampening news dropped at the same time. We must prepare for the oncoming rampage, but for the time being I can focus on my regular duties. I was given many gifts to celebrate the occasion, my favourite being my Kahoot. I named her Tawny and she's just as adorable as Sabrina and Tanuki. Though I've been training for a while, I figured a little more didn't hurt, and afterwards I made off towards the shrine ruins to learn more about the land I'm to protect. It took me a bit of practice, but I think I've gotten the hang of using wire bugs. I've been keeping an eye out for jewel lilies, which let me place great wire bugs, paving shortcuts for the future. The feeling of being flung through the air at such a speed is something I've only dreamed of before. I've also made sure to map out the area to the extent of scaling the sheer cliffs, but the views in themselves are a true reward no matter the time of day. Plus, there's ingredients to gather at almost every nook and cranny. I've been documenting the endemic life I've come across in case I need to prepare for a fight en route. My first quests were fairly simple tasks like small monster culls, but within days I had to take on my first large monster, the Great Azuchi. It wasn't simply a one-on-one fight. The beast had his pack and I had mine. Nonetheless, the battle was tougher than I'd like to admit. Luckily, my loyal palamute Sabrina was there to whisk me far away enough to catch my breath. Tanuki scared me a bit when I first saw bombs flying. I thought I was under attack until I remembered she's a bombardier. While I learnt to move around with the wire bugs, using them in a fight was a different matter. Measuring the right distance is vitally important. It made phenomenal twirling leaps that I'd be foolish not to avoid. Sometimes the monster's long, sharp tail would get stuck in the ground, which was both funny and an opportune moment for an overhead slam. Not that I was quick enough to take advantage of it. I'd attempted a capture, but sadly it failed as I'd slain it inside the trap. I've since learned how to craft my own trank bombs. Despite growing up here, I hadn't noticed the sheer amount of facilities right by my door to help not just hunters, but the village. And so I've been trying to help out here and there. My gathering expeditions have been useful, and I've now forged a gun lance out of bone, which holds a different number of shots. I've even gotten myself some new gear. As nice as the Kimura armor is, having something woven from the beasts I've slain feels really nice. Like I'm a real hunter after all this time. My companions have their own armor too, and while I know protecting ourselves against the elements is most important, I am kind of looking forward to making some matching outfits. While I'm perfectly happy taking Tanuki and Sabrina with me on quests, I've decided to hire some extra help as I can send palicos or palamutes off in the Argosy to collect specific materials and help the local trade culture. I can't believe I've never tried the bunny dango before. It's not just tasty, but I get the feeling that it improves my hunting senses, at least temporarily. I'd better make use of this to record my favourite flavours. While I'm becoming stronger as a hunter, I've much to learn. Perhaps I should take Fugen's advice and help out other villagers too. Until next time.